Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to package an AutoCAD drawing. Now, this is really useful if you've got more than one person working on the same file, working on the same job, and it ensures that they get all of the pieces necessary to keep the job going so that they can, keep making changes, updates, whatever they want to do. For example, I've got, this background image here, which is an attached reference file. And I've also got this Excel table here that's actually linked to an Excel spreadsheet. So any changes I make on the Excel spreadsheet, it will automatically update here, which is a really cool feature in another video. But if you were to just send just your, DWG file to the next person, they won't get all these additional files here that are linked with it. And, this image may not show up. They'll definitely lose linkage to this, so they won't be able to update it. And, that's just slowing down on productivity. So there's a couple different ways you can access the package transmittal here. You can either just start typing transmit, and once you select that, that'll bring this up. Or you could actually go up here to the AutoCAD icon, come down to publish, and then transmit, and that pretty much brings you to the same place. Now, once you're in here, it gives you a file tree of all the files that are going to be included in the package. And you can see we've got our picture in here, but we don't have the Excel sheet in here. So first, actually, the files table tab here shows basically the same thing, just in a list format, and gives you the path of where everything's coming from, so you got the right stuff. And what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to add this Excel sheet, because we've got a linkage to it. So we'll just go to add file, and within my my folder here, I've got my items list, my Excel sheet. So I'll just grab that, bring that over. Now you can see that brings it in. Go to the files table. Now you see it listed there as well. And this file table, just gives you, size, version, type, path, and file name. File tree doesn't give you all that, but it does show, like, now we've got this, and as long as these boxes are checked, all this stuff will be packaged. If you uncheck it, whatever you uncheck won't be included in the package. So once you've got all your files in there that you want to send out, you can just go on. You can just click OK and create your file name for it, because it's going to create a zip file. Or if you wanted to, you can set up a new transmittal setup. The standard is basically the default, and you can add more. You can add as many as you want. And if you want to do that, or if you want to make changes to the standard, all you have to do is hit this button here for transmittal setup, and you can create a new one, or you can modify the existing. Now, even if you click modify or new, you're going to get the same window here. So I'm just going to go into modify standard, and once you come in here, this just gives you all the basic information of what kind of file it's going to turn it into, where the destination of where it's going to go, and you can change that by hitting this button here, and then the path, the root folder, the source root folder, which is where all your stuff's coming from. And over here, like, you can include the fonts. Like if you've used like proprietary fonts, all you do is check this box. That will also bring the fonts in there. This is pretty much default except for the fonts, but I just leave all this default because I've never needed to use any of these other things in here. But I'll show you what it does with the fonts though, if you include the fonts. Once you select that and click OK, and then click close, now you can see you've got your font map. You've got all the your true type fonts. I've used Arial, so if that's a proprietary font that you need to use, then you'll put that in there and see how it's checked. So in that scenario, I really don't need that, so I'm gonna just undo the fonts there. And also, I'll show you real quick. this will tell you what the output file size is, and you can see that this one's 1523 kilobits. Now, linking your fonts, including fonts, actually will make the file size bigger. So I'm going to include fonts, and I'll show you that real quick. Now you can see it went up to 2589 kilobytes. So you got to be careful how much stuff you actually add in there and how much stuff you actually need. I know, there's people with large jobs and probably got better file systems for, sending stuff to people. But if you're just, doing it on a low key, just sending files to other colleagues, you got to be real careful about how big your file is, because everybody knows it won't go through email easy. So I'm just going to take that off there because I don't need that. But once you've got all your items selected, you got the settings set, and even if you set up a new transmittal setup for yourself, now you're ready to move forward and complete the package here. So you'd hit OK, and that's going to bring you to whatever folder you've got it, the destination folder you got it set to. And then you can rename it whatever you want. And the standard, now if you had set up a new transmittal setup, it would say this, where it says standard, it would say whatever you renamed it to. So, like I've used V1, version 1, version 2, whatever. And then you would just save that. And then it would turn it into a zip file, and you're ready to send it off to whoever is the next person in line to work on it. I really hope that was helpful. If there's anything else that you guys want to see me demonstrate, and just drop me a line in the comments, and I'll be happy to put something together. And don't forget to subscribe, because I put out a couple of videos a week. So thank you for watching.